Hello everyone, Auvbri here and welcome back to another speed build in The Sims 4. So this speed build today is actually from my live stream, the 1 million simoleon challenge. And the reason that this is the speed build for today is because I know many of you actually haven't watched the stream. I uploaded it after I was done to the YouTube channel, but yeah. So this house build is all about trying to spend 1 million simoleons on this house. And this is only part 1. There is going to be some more parts because I can't actually remember. I think we used probably 400,000 simoleons or something of the million. So there is some way to go, and a lot of the things I did in this first part I'm actually going to redo when I go back into the speed build. But yeah, let's just talk about the build here. So the build I was going for was kind of Danish castle-like. I was greatly inspired by the Danish royal castle Amalienborg, which is placed in Copenhagen. Or at least for the main house, and that's also why there is a lot of parts that I'm actually going to redo, like these two smaller buildings that I'm actually working on right now with the roofing. I am going to redo those in a later series just because I didn't like how they looked. I did at the moment, but looking at it now, it's not something I'm really that proud of. So definitely going to be redoing that. Yeah, what else? So there is a lot of rooms here. I kind of wanted to have like this old-fashioned style, kind of like when I did the chateau video a while back. That's actually pretty old, that video right now. But yeah, kind of when I did that, I was kind of going for this French style, which is also kind of the deal for this house. You know, the old French styles and the old Danish style, they kind of collide in some ways. They are kind of similar. So there's definitely going to be some parallels between that you can see. I really like those two turrets, if you can call them that I did here in the front. I think that was a cool touch. So I'm going to keep them in a later episode. But yeah, what am I doing here? So in this live stream, I actually asked you guys a lot what you wanted to see be done on the house. So there is a lot of fan input in this house. Also with the color of the roofing and stuff like that. The reason I chose this green color for the roofing is because that kind of looks like the roofings from the old buildings here in Denmark. They were kind of made like in copper, and you know, when that is exposed to harsh weather, which we actually have a lot of here in Denmark. As I'm sitting recording this, it's actually storming here in Viborg where I live. So we have a lot of harsh weather, and kind of when that's exposed to that kind of weather, it turns green. So actually a lot of kind of old buildings here in Denmark, you kind of see the roofing of that types of building getting, replaced from year to year with a new, and then it goes on and then it has to be replaced again. But I think it looks really, really cool with the green roofing. So in here in the middle, in the kind of front garden, or whatever you want to call it, I think we're going to have like a big drive-in with kind of I haven't quite decided yet. I think we're going to have like a statue or something in the middle of it, because that is what it is like in Amalienborg here in Denmark. If you haven't watched that build or seen that building ever, try to Google it. It's definitely a beautiful building, and I think we have so many beautiful buildings here in Denmark, especially the older buildings. I think that's definitely something that we can be proud of. And it also, you know, a lot of tourists come to watch those buildings. Our king at the time, Christian the 7th or 10th, I can't actually remember who, but he built all of the really old buildings in Copenhagen, all of the really famous buildings as well. So definitely an era that I, as a Dane, am really proud of. And I think, yeah, just the buildings from that time are amazing. But yeah, this is the main housing. So as I said before, I am going to change up how the rest of the build look. But the main house here, I'm actually really happy about it. So the main house has 2 bedrooms, a master bedroom and a kind of guest bedroom with, you know, where it's kind of like 2 beds. So yeah, kind of a guest bedroom. It has a kitchen, a dining room, a living room, a study, and that's it. 2 bathrooms. Or yeah, 2 bathrooms and 1 toilet in the downstairs. So, as you can probably tell already, I wanted to go for really old style. It kind of looks similar to the you know, the French style from the Chateau video, but as I said earlier, it is kind of the same kind of style in that. And I actually got a lot of input from you guys who actually watched the stream. What kind of lights you wanted in here, what kind of furniture and stuff like that, what color we should use. And you guys seem to like blue a lot, so I went for a lot of blue in this main build. I do believe that the study is going to be a red room, but overall the rest of the build is kind of bluish. And I really wanted to have like a big chandelier hanging over here. And I think that one, it looks kind of modern, but it was the only one I really liked. Plus it's big and it kind of fits in. I think it looked good, and here was just, you know, pulling aside some statues that we are probably going to use later for, you know, the decoration in the middle there. But yeah, just putting in a lot of decorative items here. I liked a lot of symmetry in the actual build here, so that's what you're going to see a lot in this build, and that's actually also something you guys actually requested a lot. You know, kind of symmetry in the build. And here we are going to the blue color again. This is the kitchen. It's a fairly big kitchen. I imagine that probably this would be the place for your household maid stuff like that to actually work. So I decided to put in 2 stovetops. I was just looking for a word there. 2 stovetops. I thought that looked cool. And again, I think this brownish color with the light blue actually looks really good. I did put in some modern stuff in there, like a microwave and stuff like that, just to kind of fill the stuff out and fill the kitchen out, because it is a fairly big kitchen, and it looked kind of empty without, you know, some appliances and stuff like that. So here we have the dining room. I didn't want to close it off. You know, it's kind of connected to the kitchen, but with this kind of wall separating it, I thought it looked like it was a separate room as well. So I thought that was cool. And here, yeah, I was just kind of looking around. You guys mentioned something wrong with the wallpaper outside, so I kind of fixed that. And just going from some curtains, I hate the curtains in The Sims 4. I can't actually find a curtain that I like. A curtain that actually... And am I the only one who has a lot of problems with curtains? And, you know, it's like some curtains don't want to stick to the window, and that actually bothers me really, really much. I mean, it's like you can't get certain curtains to work with certain windows. Sometimes the curtain goes on the outside of the window, which is also really, really weird. And I hate that. I hate it. And now we're doing the thing I like the least. And for those of you who have been with me from the start, bathrooms. Bathrooms are the freaking worst. I can't express how much I hate doing bathrooms, but we're just doing some decorative stuff out here. I thought this was a really, really cool idea. It kind of makes the building look a little bit older, but yeah, downstairs here we just have a single toilet, not actually much. It was just kind of because we needed to have a toilet downstairs, so people don't actually have to go upstairs to use the bathrooms in the different, bedrooms. I thought that was kind of a cool idea, also an idea from you guys. I wasn't going to put a toilet in as far as I remember at the downstairs, but you guys kind of mentioned it. It kind of created this awkward shaped room, but I think we made it work in the end. And also in here you guys also suggested that we should use some more blue, and I like that idea. I actually like blue a lot. Blue and green are probably my two favorite colors, so blue is working really, really well for me. I also just did not that far back, a house building video called Blue Moon, so I also used a lot of blue, so blue, yay! And yeah, just putting in some chest tables and stuff like that here, just to kind of fill it out with decorative items. Because you really do need that. And again in here, the lack of paintings and stuff like that, you kind of get to a point where you kind of use the same painting all around every room. I really tried not to do that, but yeah, you just come to a point where you run out of paintings to use and you just have to reuse stuff. So, the two bathrooms here. They are absolutely the same. They are placed the same way. Stuff are placed the same way. And nothing else to say about that. I really don't like doing bathrooms. I hate it. I actually can't stand it. So this was just a quick bathroom. And these kind of medicine cabinets was a suggestion from one of you guys, that I should put them in there, and then I put in an extra because, symmetry, I like that. Doing the floor again here, I kind of like the floor throughout this house. I think it's a really, really cool floor, and it actually works really, really well with the old style that we are trying to create here. Now, you may have noticed these smaller balconies all around the main house here. You can actually use those. I can't remember who, but one in the live stream actually asked why I didn't make them bigger, so them could actually go out there. The reason that I didn't do that is because it would kind of look somewhat silly if you had to. You have to have one square so your door can open, and then you have to have at least like 5 squares around that for your sim to actually be able to move around out there and place an item. But that's usually not enough space if you just wanted a chair out there and something. So I just decided to have like the smaller one. It's something you see in Danish architecture from the older buildings. They kind of had these smaller balconies that wasn't really useful. So in the end, I decided to put out some flowers out there, make them kind of like a big flower bed. A balcony that was usable once, but is now used as a flower bed. I also think that adds a lot of character to the building outside. So yeah, that's why I did that. And I think we're actually going to do that now. Yep, here we go. I think that looks really, really cool. I'm not too happy with the with the wallpaper on the upper windows there. Now you can't actually go up there. I could probably make it so that you could, but I really don't want to. I think it looks good as it is. And I really do think that we can, you know, reach the 1 million 1 million mark on this house. So yeah, here I'm just going to, that's the last thing, I'm just fixing it around. But here I wanted this to be like a maid's house, where the maid kinda lives while she is off duty. I am going to keep some of her house. I actually like the way that turned out. I'm just gonna, it's hard because I kind of want to, you know, make like a pentagon or something. You can't really do that, but I kind of want it to look like that. I'm still going to have like the maid's place and different places for, you know, like the maid and the butler and stuff like that. But not in this episode, it's for a future episode. And I know that I have done a lot of Build Newcrest series lately. So I thought this was a cool idea to also kind of, you know, get a little bit away from that. So yeah, nothing really. I always forget trash cans. I don't understand why they haven't, you know, they added the dishwasher into the game. I'm still waiting for the trash can that you can place into the counters. I'm still waiting for that. I don't, you know, The Sims 4 has been out for over a year now, and we still haven't got it. I mean, what is up with that? But yeah, as you can probably tell, it's a woman's room. So nothing really fancy here. Just a lot of, you know, I try to make it a bit more female. But I also wanted it to, you know, not look too poor. I wanted it to feel like that they actually had a lot of stuff as well. So yeah, this episode is coming to an end. I really hope you enjoyed, you guys. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share it with your friends, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter. Have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world.